What's up, guys? It's Johnny here, and yeah, like it says, I'm back, and I'm finally back from Regencies. I'm done with finals, I'm done with everything, and yeah, so I'm starting off this summer with hotel gameplay with the MPL/AUG. I'm not gonna talk too much about this gameplay, only because I want to talk to you guys about the last 2 to 3 weeks that I have not uploaded anything. That I've been too busy with my finals, and what's gonna be upcoming. So let's not waste any time. Let's start it off. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna rewind back to June 15th. That's the day of my global final exam. So I walk in there and the place is just packed. Like it's full with kids. There's like at least 500, 600 people there. So I sit down and we start our test and I'm going through. I'm just like, all right, this is pretty easy. I get to because you have 3 hours to take the test, right? So I'm like maybe like 2 hours and 45 minutes into it, and I'm like confident with myself. I'm like, all right, I'm done. That's it. And teacher comes along and she's just like she's gonna check my work because make sure I did everything. And she does, and she's just like, you didn't write your second essay. And then she looks at her watch and she's just like, you don't have enough time to write it. And I'm just like, no, 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 don't try that. I wrote my essays right there. And she goes and says, well, congratulations. She goes like this. She's like, congratulations, but you wrote it in the wrong part. And I look at her. I'm just like, I'm thinking two things in my head. I'm just like, first, why do you have to be such a dick about it? And second of all, why would you make an essay packet, like 10 pages when I can just write my essay right after the first one? So she calls them, she calls my teacher over, and she's just like, your student didn't write his essays in the right sections. And then my teacher looks at the other teacher and she's just like, you know what, it's fine, it doesn't matter anyways, they don't take off points. And I laugh. I'm just like, yeah, that's right, don't try that shit on me. And then she's just like, I heard her go like, ugh, whatever. And I'm like, you know what, screw you, I'm done. It's like, what are the chances I'm gonna see you next year? So whatever. So I was pretty scared there, but first test of the year, and I did pretty good on it. I got like a 92 on it, so yeah. Alright, so now we're going to fast forward to the 22nd. So that's the day of my trig regents, or math. So we go into it, and I go into the cafeteria because I'm like 30 minutes early, and people are sitting to the tables. Like, there was this one girl that was like crying. There was another group of people that were just like, well, what's the answer to this one? Well, how do you do this one? And I have my notes in front of me. I look at my book and I'm just like, I know this stuff. Like, why are people panicking over this? Lo and behold, though, I get the test. I look at the first question, and it's probably the easiest one I've ever seen. Go to the second question, and I'm just like, shit. So I'm just like, no, this is gonna scare me too much. So I go straight to the short response, and I did perfect on the short response. And I go back to the multiple choice, and I look at the time, and I ask Leia, I'm like, how much time do you have left, or do we have left? And then she's just like, you got a good about half an hour. And keep in mind that I still have 25 questions I still have to do. So I'm just like, no, screw it. This is a final exam. I'm not gonna screw around with this. So I actually take my time with it. And luckily, I finished right on time. Like, they start dismissing the rows, and I'm just like, take my test. A couple days later, I asked my teacher what I got, and then she's just like, yeah, you got a 90. And my friend calls me. He's just like, yo, dude, I failed that test, bro. I'm just like, yeah. He's like, dude, do you think you failed too? I'm just like, no, I didn't, bitch. And then he's just like, what do you mean? What'd you get? It's like, yeah, dude, I got a 90, no big deal. And he just kind of hung up in my face, and then he called me back. He's just like, no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I'm just like, you know what? Shut the fuck up. So I hung up on him. Anyways, long story short, I did nice on that one. So now we're going to fast forward to 2 days later to my chem regions. Not a lot of people take chem, and the people that do are all juniors. Actually now they're going to be seniors, and I'm a junior, so I'm like a grade level lower than these kids. And the kid sitting behind me is like, I'm not gonna say he's not gay, but he kind of he acts like he's got the tone of voice, and he dresses that way, but he's not, though, because No, but he's not, don't worry. So, but he's like really smart, you know, and he's sitting behind me, and he's just like, oh my gosh, this chem region's gonna be so easy, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm just like, shit, because I thought this thing was gonna be really hard, and so what he does is, he's just like, because everyone's still talking right after they hand out the test, so they kind of like, it was kind of out of hand, and then he literally skimmed through each one. He was just like 3, 1, 2, 4, you know, and I look around and everyone is going with like the flow of his voice. Every time he says something, they put down the answer, right? And I didn't do that because, you know, I thought, you know, there's something that gotta be wrong. There's no way he was gonna do that with us. And lo and behold, before he ended in his test, he's just like, ah, screw you bitches, I screwed all of you up. And everyone was just like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. He's like, there's no way that answer could have been 4. What the hell was I thinking? And I'm sitting there, I'm just like, yeah, sons of bitches, that's what I thought. And during the middle of the test, like, I'm kind of going back, and like, because I just want to get my point here. Like, during the test, there was this kid popping his, like, bubble gum, and he did it every, like, 2 minutes, no, at least every 1 minute, just to, like, piss people off. So it was like dead quiet, and people, like, I can see them shaking their heads because they're like, they're not focusing because this kid's like trying to screw us up. So the gay kid behind, well, I'm not gonna call him gay, but you know, you get what I mean. The kid behind me, he turns around and he's just like, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up. And I can't really yell because, you know, I got people in my house, but you know what I mean. And then everyone turns around and, you know, everyone's just laughing, and the teachers start yelling, just like, this is the final exam, you can't talk, you're gonna get your test taken away. And then people are just like, who cares, it's the last test of the year, you know. And that was pretty funny, because then the kid just shut up for the rest of the test. And when we all, like, finally got up and left, the kid that was sitting behind me, he went up to him and pushed him. He's just like, hope you choke on your gum, bitch. And I was like, oh my gosh, last test day and you're gonna start something. And I was like, come on, fight. But, you know, didn't happen. But you know, but I'm trying to think what else did I have. So I covered global, trig, and chem. Spanish is a joke. It started thunderstorming really bad. Like, we got this really bad storm, but you know, this kid got rained on. Like, the teacher forgot to close the window, and the kid got rain all over his back, and he had to leave because he said that he couldn't take the test. You know, you get what I mean, though. He says he couldn't take the test because he was all wet. But you know, NBD. But yeah, I kind of forgot to tell you what I was gonna, you know, be doing this next coming weeks. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I am going to be coming out with more gameplays this week. I have 5 like lined up. I just have to commentate over them. But if you guys enjoyed this, please subscribe. Want to hit that 180. So hope you guys enjoyed and have a nice day. See ya.